9 minutes.
Eh?
9 minutes to destination.
So this is quicker.
Yeah, a lot quicker.
So we'll do that.
We chose to go on the high road, on the more, maybe slightly more scenic road than down below in the glen. Yeah, take the
Third exit.
11 o'clock one. This is it. Yeah. Dougga. Oh, that would have been good sign, isn't it?
Well, this must be the way then. I think that's the... Well, you can see over there, there's columns poking up.
مرة بركة مش أكثر من مرة، دون كل هيكل عنده حقيقة مرة. وبعد هي تقييم العروض اللي توصلنا يصير كل شهرين. كل شهرين يقيموا العروض اللي وصلت الكل ويتم إعلامها هناك. لما الهيكل يقيموا الجزء هذا بالنسبة لنافذة التموين مش يتم بهم تموين مش يتم مراعاة التوزيع الجغرافي.
Right, this is the entrance thing. 8 dinars each to get in here, which is about just over £2, £2.20 or something each.
You have arrived.
Right, here we are. This is where you go in, straight into theatre.
So you know where we are? I know you do. I wonder if I should put my jeans shorts on. I might go back in the key. Or not.
There's a bit of the wall that separates the seating area for the important folk down the front here and the plebs behind. That's the forum and the temple over there. We'll get over there in a minute. She's away changing her. She put her jeans on again and obviously it'll be too hot, but she's away changing into her shorts. A Dougga dog. This is a view back towards Tabor Souk, which is in the distance in the middle top there. Turning into a fine day. Roman dogs. Carve Canem.
Oh, can you spot Angus over there in pink? He's doing a little bit of Thomas. Can hardly keep up with them.
That's a hypogeum. Looks like part of a cemetery because I see a sarcophagus in the corner there. Hypogeum is just something that's carved into the ground, whether it's a house or a tomb or whatever.
Oh, there it is in the corner.
There's a whole load of sarcophagi in there, and the niches in the walls to put the urns of cremated people. This is a couple of gravestones standing here as well. I suppose if you cleaned them up you could... That's Julius Fortus on the right there. Yeah, here's something. There's a wee sarcophagus lying there, and there's a temple or a church or something over at the end. Yeah, so this is a Christian church which was built outside the walls of the town. That must be the walls just behind it there. End of the 4th century. Église de Victoria, so it's Church of Victoria, and these are all sarcophagi around about it. It says there was about 30 of them discovered in the vicinity of the church. Yeah, there's a vault down there too. It's a little crypt sort of thing.
Oh, and tiny baby sarcophagi. I can hear him coming. See that inscription?
Why it's called the Church of Victoria, because she was buried here.
Disappeared.
Well, there's some buildings here. and a water tank. And then this is the temple of Saturn here. This is what we saw from across the valley from the road. So this first bit would be the portico here, and then there's the actual body of the temple behind it, and that would probably be the altar in that bit there. And give or take a couple of folk, we've got the whole place to ourselves so far. I think this is also a temple here. You can see that steps going up to it, and then the big niche in the back of the bit where the statue of the god would have been, whoever it was. That's the temple. I've got to climb up the hill here, which I've done. Over there is pre-Roman fortification, so that'd be Numidian. And I think somebody's built themselves a wee farm there by the looks of it. It's sheddy with sheep and donkeys coming and going. This again would have been quite a big town here, very small part of it excavated. These dogs are barking to keep us away from the enclosure of goats, I think, which is in there. What's interesting, there's a water supply in the old fountain down there. There's the guard dogs keeping us away from the Manis farm. The one on the roof's not too bothered. Here's a place to sit, middle of a cactus. Past the Manis farm and all his goats and stuff. This roadie goes up here, and there should be some kind of temple up at the end, I think. This gravestone's just lying on the ground here. Now this is like in Musti, the water cisterns, and they're using them as sheddies to keep things in here. But obviously they're going a lot deeper down than they are just now. Gravestones. Easy no gravestones because they start with DM or DMS at the top. Anicia Fortuna, daughter of Tiberius. Lived for 50, 60, 70, 86 years, and she's buried here.
Tapia.
Exora Tapia.
Exora Tapia.
That's her name.
38.
And is buried here.
SCTI.
This is the top of the cisterns. There must have been a fair amount of water storage here. And an aqueduct going down to the main part of the town over there. Here's a cistern cat. Looks pretty much like our ones, big and fluffy and pointy nose. Right, we'll go down the hill and towards the temple and the forum and stuff now, I think.
Then I would have said 14, but there's another 2.
Eau potable. You can drink the water, Romani says. Don't know if I would chance it. There's a good wee road comes down here, past this big steps and entrance, whatever that was. Some kind of temple probably. And then the road continues down and round towards the forum, I think.
We're going to see the temple. And it's kind of curving to each direction. There's a junction at the bottom and takes us to that temple we want to be at. This is even better here.
Alright, that's a good road with herringbone drainage things on it.
I'm not sliding either. Over there, beautiful.
Nay, bad.
Beautiful.
Setting up the camera to take a picture eventually. That's a little mosque somebody built over there. And this little one in the front is a temple of Augustus. So this forum dates from the time of Augustus and then Tiberius after him. And then added to afterwards, and then eventually the Byzantines came along and turned it into a fortress. Again, we've pretty much got this place to ourselves. Except for these guys working on the pavement over there. This is a wind rose, It's got the directions of the different winds and then their names carved into the ground. Most of them you can't really see now. This is what the names of the winds from the different directions, see? Bit of fixing going on, but anyway, you can see where she is right in the middle there. It's really quite a big temple, this one. There's 3 niches in the back of the temple building. Jupiter in the middle, Juno on the left, Minerva on the right. So a Capitoline temple. And this one was built and donated to the city by Marcus Aurelius. I think it's been somewhat reconstructed at some point, but certainly get the idea. The various bits and pieces of inscriptions. I think these 4 over here look like would have been the dedicatory inscriptions, usually in this sort of sweetie wrapper shaped cartouche kind of thing. So this is fairly fabulous, I would say. Never seen anything like it in my life. This is the forum here, other side of the temple. But again, it was taken over by the Byzantines eventually. And they fortified it, so all these big blocks that you see around the side are the Byzantine fortifications.
You can probably see them.
Yeah, I'm going to go in there.
Yeah, make them all.
Now, this one takes a minute to translate, so we're not just going to just now.
And on the back of you as well, there's another one.
This has been on the top of the building somewhere. Dedicated to the fatherland and whatever. It does say there, probably Vespasian or somebody like that.
Yeah, Aspasia.
So you can see where the Byzantines came along and made this fortification. They just used whatever rocks they could find here. There's a bit of an inscription there, bits of fluted columns and whatever. Just whatever they could find. Here's a Divine Vespasianus. So that would have been a statue of Vespasian on top of that little pillar there. And this is Divus Trajanus, Trajan. What's she doing up there? We'll get thrown out. And here is Divus Hadrianus Pius, and this is Divus Augustus. See, so there would have all been statues round about the forum. That's what it is. It's a piece of fancy carved pillar, that one. It's been somewhere important.
Yeah.
There's streets down there and temples. Various houses and shoppies here, I think. And then the forum and the main Capitoline temple there. Yeah, you can clamber about on the rocks without the money giving you in trouble as well. But even the wee roadies and paths are in really good condition. This one here's another temple of Saturn. They've been raised off the pavement a wee bit. But you keep getting drawn back to this forum and temple. Well, this looks like the way up to get into the temple, I think.
There's one way.
Ah, because there's the steppies there.
It looks like it is the front, really.
Well, this would have been, this is a street or a square or something. And the steppies go up to the temple, same as that big temple up on the top. And then this front bit would be for sacrificing things in, and then the bit at the back there is where the image of the god would be kept. This one next door's got a mosaic still in place. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of the rooms. This is the inside of the temple where only priests could go really, so do priestly stuff in here. And the image of Saturn in this case would have been in here. That's somewhere, probably on a pedestal because I don't see a niche for him.